I have this very distinct memory of seeing an image of an astronaut standing on the moon, and I know it had a huge impact on me that humans had walked on the moon. My name is Colonel Jeremy Hansen. I'm an astronaut with the Canadian Space Agency, and I'm a mission specialist on NASA's Artemis II mission around the moon. I grew up on a farm outside of London, Ontario. I had a treehouse. I had a vivid imagination, and I changed my treehouse into a spaceship. I made all these dials and controls, and I was exploring space in my imagination. I believe that we all have gifts to contribute, and the goal is adding positively to humanity's existence. I love it when humanity sets big goals, like sending humans to the surface of the moon with an eye to eventually going to Mars, because when we do that, we can bring together the world. I've also learned from my indigenous mentors that they refer to the moon as Grandmother Moon, because Grandmother Moon is responsible for the water in their community. And I think that's a really beautiful thing for us as we go back to the moon, to think about all the different cultures around the world and how they view the moon differently, because we all share that same moon in the night sky.
I tell a story, which is one that my dad told me. Before the Apollo missions, when he was just a very little boy, he was looking up at the moon with his mom, and his mom said to him, "Don't worry, Ronnie, we'll never get there." Fast forward maybe 70 years later, it's his daughter that's actually going there. My name is Christina Koch, and I'm a mission specialist for NASA's Artemis II mission around the moon. When I look back at my dreams as a kid, I definitely never thought I would actually get here. I loved things that made me feel small. I loved looking at the night sky, or I loved the ocean. I loved how they made me feel and what they made me think about, and the vastness of the universe and how much out there was to learn. To me, the moon, it represents history. It is a witness plate. Every single person has looked at the moon. We see the same moon. That's something really special. It's just the epitome of something that's in each of our hearts, but that's also represents exploration and reaching.
I do wonder what it's going to be like when we are really far from Earth and can see it. The sensation of being so far away from everything that you know. My name is Victor Glover, and I'm the pilot for NASA's Artemis II mission around the moon. When I was in 4th grade, I was 10 years old, and that's when the Challenger accident happened. And it helped me understand how the general public felt about the astronaut corps. These are the people that we want to be. The biggest fear that I've had to overcome in my life is doubting myself. Going to college when no one in my family had gone to college was a huge risk. I think addressing that self-doubt was a part of, swinging for the fence. Apollo is known for sending humans to the moon. Artemis has an opportunity to continue the Apollo story, but I actually think it's important for this story to stand on its own. When you look at our spaceship, you can see parts that were designed, built, and integrated in another country. When you look at our crew, you see that our crew is international. There are also men and women, and I just think that makes the story even richer. I don't use the word excited because I'm focused. This is very serious, and it's very risky. If we go out there and we're successful, and we can pass that baton on to Artemis III, that's something to really be excited about.
The moon, to me, it's the thing that connects me together with all the other humans in my life. We can all look up and see that moon, and it's always changing. My name is Reid Wiseman. I'm the commander of NASA's Artemis II mission around the moon. I grew up in a little town just north of Baltimore, Maryland. There was a National Guard base nearby my house, and there were A-10 aircraft that would fly over every now and then. I just would look up at them and be like, man, I want to be up there. I want to go do that. And that just started to grow and grow and grow. I think anybody who accomplishes something that they set their mind out to, there's no one thing that does it for them. It's a combination of everything. I mean, being given the freedom to make excursions and fail every now and then and regroup and carry on, I think all those things come together in the end. There have been challenges all throughout my life. By far the biggest challenge was losing my wife in 2020 to cancer, and now raising 2 daughters. It is not easy. Being an only parent, trying to work a full-time job, and raising 2 kids is something that I think about every single day. I'm very proud of the work I've done. I haven't always done it well, but I've always shown up and tried as hard as I possibly can.